guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well and not taking my good advice. Whatever you do, whatever my go tells you to do the opposite. Man. Oh man, Michael. Could you imagine if she believed you? Some people might believe you. Although there's a couple people in chat that are doing the XX thing right now. Poor guys. I hope you're making it through these 2 days. Whew. Kelly pulled through. Kelly's fine. Nan's getting better. CJ's getting better. Yep, a ballroom. A ballroom. I'm gonna drink alcohol with Jen in a couple hours. I don't know how many hours, but Thursday. And if you're in Australia, it's almost Thursday. Hi, Jay Fire. Hi, Terry. All right, we got some stuff today. I pause these things at the greatest spots. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, Ms. Smith, can you please state your name?
Michelle Elaine Smith.
Thank you. Mr. Philippi.
And Your Honor, just Philippi, Department of Assigned Counsel, appearing with Ms. Smith, who is appearing by Zoom from Ms. Valley Jail. I have gotten signature from the city, and I am filing with the court at this time. Order requesting a competency evaluation.
I know the audio is not good, but it's good when we need it to be. We hear her perfectly. Perfectly.
And the city's position?
The city agrees with the custody evaluation.
All right. And this is for all the, you have 4 cases, is that right?
5.
Okay. And all 5 are listed on the order. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
They're asking for a competency exam for her.
All right, Ms. Smith, Mr. Philippi is requesting that we have another evaluation. I know that you've had some done in the past, but in order for us to be able to go forward on these cases, I think we need to take some time and have you evaluated, make sure that you understand everything that's going on. And
I understand everything is going on. I had like 15 of them in Pierce County Jail. And the court and the judge said that he didn't want me to have no more because I was competent. I understand what the judge is. I understand who the attorney is. I understand who the prosecutor is and what they do. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no more of those. I already had those before.
all right. But if someone comes to talk to you again and ask you those questions, you'll cooperate so that we can move forward with your cases?
Oh, you said you're going to have someone come talk to me?
Yes.
That'll have me in jail longer, and I'm already trying to get out of jail. I know the attorney is for me. The prosecutor and attorney can talk together and agree. You, the judge, you make the main decision, but the attorney and the prosecutor get together and talk and make these.
She sounds extremely competent to me, and she completely understands the court process. She sounds like she answered all the questions correctly.
Decisions too for me. I know all that already. That's the main thing about it. I don't need no more of those.
I understand that, and that's your position.
And the attorney is for me.
That's
He's
right.
supposed to be for me. He the one supposed to help me get out of jail and talk to you. And the prosecutor usually is not for you, but they can still sometimes get together and talk and make decisions together. I know all that. I don't need to have no more mental evaluations done. I already know what they are and what they do.
Well, Ms. Smith, I appreciate that you have a really good understanding. So when someone comes and talks to you about that, it shouldn't take very long. We're going to try to get that set up as soon as possible so that you don't spend any more time in jail than necessary. But
So the competency evaluations that they do are just enough to make sure they know what's going on in court. It's not if they're crazy or not crazy. It's if they can understand the court process and aid in their defense. And when the evaluators come in, they just make sure they know do you know what the judge is? Do you know what the prosecutor does? And we know this because of the Thursday dockets from the mental health docket from Colorado. They explain it over and over again really well. So she just answered all of the doctor's questions in 3 seconds flat.
Because, because I'm here for probation violation, only supposed to do like 15 days here. And that's all that I'm
And Miss
supposed to
Smith,
do.
Miss Smith, I'm going to speak to you after court, okay? But this isn't going to hold you particularly longer than your DOC hold is already. Okay?
Oh, okay, then, all right. I just didn't want to be held more than my GOC time, you know? Uh-huh. Yeah,
All right.
because I got 6 children at home and grandkids is waiting on me to feed them. I gotta go grocery shopping.
all right. Well, okay, so we'll try to get this set up as soon as possible so that you can, we're going to set the court date over to, did you speak to Ms. McCracken about the next court date?
It would be the second.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Smith, we're going to set your next hearing on April 2nd, so that we can all come back together and hopefully the parties will have some type of agreement on how to move forward at that time. Okay?
Well, that's okay. If today is the 20th, that's over my 15 days between 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 6 7 to 8 to 9 30 31 the first, second, third, fourth. I'm trying to get out of here before the 4th, you know, because I got people with low blood sugar.
And Miss Smith, that is going to be before the 4th.
Yeah, all right then, okay. The second, yeah, I understand that.
Okay. So we're resetting your hearing to April 2nd, and we'll do that at 9 o'clock on that date.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So we'll send over a copy of the court order to Nisqually, and they should be giving you a copy of that court order as soon as it's done.
Okay then. Thank you, Judge
Hinky.
Hinky, okay. And my attorney, Joe Phillip.
Oh, Philip?
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Miss Smith, and I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Yeah, thank you. I'll talk to y'all on the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
And I'll be talking to you before then, all right?
Oh, you'll be talking to me before then?
That's right. I'm gonna call in.
You gonna call me?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you like I did yesterday on the video phone.
Okay, when you gonna call me?
I'll call you later today, okay?
All right, I'll talk to you later then. All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
You can let the officer know that you're done.
Oh, all right then. And when is the people gonna come see me, the mental people that's gonna talk to me? When they coming?
I'll talk to you about all that today, okay?
All right then. All right then. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, who is that? The policeman? Oh, officer.
That
All right.
policeman.
I told you.
Okay, I'm gonna put
So I signed the 10.
I'm gonna put the next clip up. It's 6 minutes long, I'm not watching it with you. You guys are on your own with this one. I'm gonna go get my breakfast. I'm not watching it.
You know.
Okay,
All
okay.
right, all right.
3, I got 4. Correct. Okay, just making sure. Mr. Romero's case is 24 CR 1904, comes on for PH 25M225, 24M1237, 24M190, all trailing the CR case. Swaggle, your case?
Yes, thank you.
Case says status of the cases.
Judge, I was appointed in these cases as alternative defense counsel on Friday. I've spoken with Mr. Romero. He's willing to waive his 35-day rule. We'd ask to reset this for a preliminary hearing.
DA.
Objection.
First, Mr. Romero. Mr. Romero, good morning, sir. Is that correct? You'd like to push this preliminary hearing out, let your attorney get up to speed? Okay. I'll accept that as a waiver of 35-day. We'll continue the preliminary hearing and reset it. My next cycle is April 21 or April 24.
Judge, I am unavailable that week, fortunately.
Those are the 2 days that I have.
I'm unavailable for either of those.
Okay. What do you propose?
We do the week after.
No. Like literally the 2 days I have are the 2 days that I have that month.
Okay, well, let's take the 24th and I'll see if I can arrange coverage, but I will not.
The alternative, just, I don't mean to be cheeky, but the alternative is go out another month. And if the DA doesn't object to that, we can do that because I have 2 more days the following month. But if they object, then yeah, issues.
There's the offer in this case, as I had told Mr. McDavid, and I know he just got appointed, so I don't mean to say that he's in any way dragging the case along, but the offer in this particular case is a misdemeanor. This defendant has other cases that are more significant and important. So I'm fine going out 2 cycles with the understanding that maybe Mr. McDavid and I can move this case along and get it trailing his other cases that are set in April. So
Does that work better than
That works for me, and it looks like Mr. Romero's fine with that.
Like that?
She's absolutely correct. There are other cases that are driving the show.
Okay. Let's do that then. Do you like the May 19 or May 22, Monday or Thursday?
I could take the 22nd.
DA, does that work? Sure. May 22, 9 a.m., Division 7, continued preliminary hearing. In the CR case, the misdemeanors, I assume you want those continued trailing.
Yes, please.
The other 3 misdemeanors will be set at the same date and time. So all 4 cases back here. Sounds like what the attorneys were talking about is they've got some talking to do and maybe figure these cases out before then. But your attorney will stay in touch with you, okay? Anything else, Mr. McDavid, on the
Not
case?
on this case, Judge.
Okay. Just give me a moment to write that down a few times. I'll be ready for the next case in a moment. 5 and 25 CR 154 comes on for PH. Mr. Christensen, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you too. Let me talk to the attorneys, sir. Status of the cases?
Judge, I'm not sure if you saw, but I filed motions raising competency yesterday afternoon.
I did. I was in trial all day.
Yes.
Heard. Seeing it now. DA, presumably you don't have much input on this, but anything you want to add?
I agree.
Okay. Court will order in custody evaluation for competency. Set a comp review. We can do it on that next PH cycle 21 or 24. Do you have a preference?
I took a couple on 24, if that's Mr. Olympia.
Yes, Your Honor. Let's do April 24, 9 a.m., a competency review. Mr. Christensen, what I've just done, because this issue of competency has been raised, I've ordered that you do an evaluation and interview with somebody. They're just going to talk to you and write up a report. The whole purpose of that is for me to determine, to evaluate how well you're able to help your attorney represent you in this case. That's what we're doing. So you're going to do this interview. I want you to complete the interview. If you don't want to complete the interview, nobody's going to force you to do it, but your silence then should be used as evidence against you in the evaluation. The interview and the report, it's not confidential, it's not privileged. You're going to read it. The DA, prosecutor's going to read it. Your attorney's going to read it. It's not privileged in that way, but anything you say cannot be used against you in the prosecution's case in chief. Their prosecution against you can only be used for impeachment purposes. If you read this report, if you disagree with it, your attorney is able on your behalf to ask for a second evaluation. If you don't like the results of the evaluation and there's grounds to do it, we can do another one. Do you understand? And Deputy, I couldn't hear him if you said something.
He said yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I'm going to see you again on April 24, 9 a.m. on all the cases. Thank you. Excuse me a moment while I write that down.
Leave that.
None of y'all saw what I saw. None of y'all saw what was smeared all over the windows of his cell. None of you saw that? How could you look at the bear and know that it's smiling and not see the words that he wrote in his own whatever that he smeared all over the cell? Yeah, he needs a competency evaluation stat, but it won't help with his mental health. Actually, he needs a CJ. He needs a CJ to talk to him and talk him down from doing things like that. I only focus on the positive. Well, okay. Here we have two cases of neighbors at war. All right. We start. My OJ trial went past 8 o'clock this morning, so I missed the very beginning of this. But this is Mary Atkins' husband. He's talking right now, and then Mary Atkins is coming back, and she's going to talk. They're at war with this guy down here, okay, who's apparently a lawyer, but not a very good lawyer. You'll see. This is the judge. This is their lawyer, okay? This is the Atkinson's lawyer. And he is pro se. Of course he's pro se. He's a lawyer. She's awesome. She's amazing. But then we get to the next case. The case after this one is over is even better. Here we go.
I'm going to say dump. He said something uglier. You can leave that dump and move over here with me. And, I mean, it's just constant. He's in between two women and he's just harassing both of them. The other lady, she won't even come out of her house and she carries a gun because she says she'll shoot him if he comes over in her property. And it's just ongoing. I mean, we try to be decent with him, and but he calls us racist, called me a white cracker, tried to cut our tree down on our property. He recently went to the backyard and cut 4 foot over on our property. It was a blooming plum tree, and he cut it back to a point to where it died. And he sprayed Roundup because he had me cutting his grass a few times back when he was married to this other lady. And so I cut his grass a few times, and I seen Roundup all in the shelter and shed and everywhere. And he sprayed Roundup all the way through our fence and killed several cedar trees and some flowering bushes. And you could see the trail of Roundup going back to his yard. And I mean, he's just ongoing, doing all sorts of stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Atkins. Thank you.
Okay. You're through with him? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Well, no, hold on.
Mr. Taylor, do you have any questions?
I do not have any questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, sir. You can, Mr. Atkins, you can let your wife get back on the screen. Mr. Taylor, did you receive the email from Ms. Baker from my office with the exhibits?
Your Honor, as of, I'm looking for it right now. As of a few minutes ago, I did not. Let me just see. I have not, but I'll waive the appearance. I mean, you're going to go.
Okay. All right. I'll admit to this 1 through 4. Is that correct? Ms. Patterson?
I did it Friday. I believe so. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I think the clerk told me there are 4. Let me take a look. Are you able to share your screen, Ms. Patterson, or no?
I have not ever figured out how to do that. I'm not very tech savvy.
You're a lawyer. It's been 5 years. You don't know how to share your screen yet?
Sorry. I can ask Ms. Atkins general questions about them.
Yeah, what do the pictures show?
Ms. Atkins, there's one photograph with the back of your house lit up. Is that, you know what picture I'm referring to?
Yes, I do.
And the lights shining on the back of your house, that's the back of your house with the star kind of in the...
That's correct. That's my workroom.
And where are the lights shining on that building coming from?
Mr. Taylor's property.
And then there's another photograph, if I recall, with a picture of, it's black background, but there's a circular bright, looks like a light.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what picture I'm referring to?
I do. I believe that's the one coming through the spare bedroom. Yes, I see the picture of the back of the house.
Okay. And that's the one you just testified to, that light shining on the back of that house is coming from his property?
I don't know what her problem is. If that light was shining on the back of my house every single night, there would just be a couple broken light bulbs.
Yes, ma'am. That was before I put up the privacy cloth, I think.
Okay.
Because it was full on the back. Now it shines across the tops.
And then the next photograph is...
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. I wanted Mr. Taylor to be able to see what I'm looking at. I'm trying.
The lighthouse. I don't know what that was.
We showed Mr. Taylor those pictures.
No,
we asked him.
I understand, but this is the court hearing, so he needs to see
I know.
what I'm looking at.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
That one, yes. Can you see that?
Yes, I can. That is through the art room window. That's an easel with a painting, and that's the side facing his property.
And that bright light shining through, where is that light coming from?
What about to be broken?
That's coming from Mr. Taylor's property, because that sits up higher, and he was shining. I really believe he was shining something through the fence because that's high. That's a tall window.
That's directed at your window?
Yes, ma'am. And there's a curtain up too, but it shined through that.
Okay, hold on.
I love that the judge's backdrop is their desktop image is a lighthouse for this.
Okay. It looks like it's a video, Your Honor, but it's just a screenshot from the video.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it won't let me play.
Yeah, well, the
So
clerk
what is
tells me
this?
they can't upload videos. Miss Atkins, is that a video you took from something that occurred recently?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, it's a screenshot, but what event was that taken at?
That was Saturday the 15th. I was feeding the cats. That's the corner of my car. I had my phone in my pocket. I didn't realize I captured his image. I saw him there when I pulled out. Excuse me. And he was directly behind my car as I backed out. And
That's the red arrow. Is that pointing to Mr. Taylor?
that's Mr. Taylor.
Okay. And that's when you were down the street feeding the cat.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you talked about. Okay.
Yes,
That's all. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you. Those are the 3 exhibits.
Okay, thank you.
If they could be admitted into evidence.
All right. Any objection to those being admitted into evidence, Mr. Taylor?
Your Honor, I have no objection to it being admitted to evidence for what they purport to show. The testimony supported my objective because the last one specifically, which she points to my arrow behind her house, is actually a Hispanic
Pacifically.
family living across the street, Your Honor, who's building a new home.
Okay, hold on. I'll give you an opportunity to testify.
Okay,
Any other
thank you.
questions, Miss? Any other questions, Miss?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Patterson. All right, so Mr. Taylor, this is now your opportunity to, let me stop sharing, to ask, do you have any questions of Ms. Taylor? Excuse me, Ms. Atkins.
You're asking me, Your Honor, if I have a question of
Do
Ms.
you
Atkins?
have questions of Ms. Atkins before I hear from you?
He's a lawyer.
Not specifically, no, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So then tell me, sir, what it is you'd like to tell me about.
Thank you very much, Judge. Good morning. My name is Robert Lee Taylor, Judge. I'm 78 years old. I'm 100% disabled Vietnam combat veteran. I moved down here approximately 2017 November. I bought this home in Savannah, as planned for a retirement home. I come from New York State, but I have a law office in Wisconsin. Since I've been here, Judge, I've gotten to know every residential building inspector, half the Savannah Police Department.
Well, sir, I need to direct you to stick to the issues that are here.
Yep,
that we're here
I am, Your Honor. This is pertaining
Ms.
to
Atkins is saying that you are doing things that she believes are stalking. I need you to address that.
Okay, thank you. I'll do that first, Your Honor. Your Honor, all those statements are not true. Part of the reason why I was getting to the thing about how long I've been here, building inspectors, I actually have filed a complaint on or about March 3rd with the magistrate's court to get an order of peace bond against Ms. Atkins. Leave me alone. All those statements are untrue. I've never been issued a citation regarding any of the statements made or claims or accusations made by Ms. Atkins.
What is it that you, so hold on, sir. So you're saying none of the stuff that she says is true. Or do you have light shining on her bedroom window?
I do not have no light shining in her bedroom window, Your Honor. I have security lights on my property, which are on my property when I bought the property. She has security lights on her property.
Toward her house at all? Are they shining? Are they illuminating her house? Let me ask that.
I have no idea that it's just regular security lights, Your Honor. Her property we both have 2-acre properties, 2 acres, okay? 100 foot across the front, go back 600 feet. Her house happens to sit next to my house, separated by a driveway. Okay.
Sir, can you just go outside real quick with us and show us the lights and where they're pointed, please? Because we saw the picture.
I have nothing to do with Ms. Atkins. Those lights were already there. I had a garage built in the back of my house that has a security light, a motion detection light that shines down. The complaints made by the petitioner, Your Honor, are false complaints that she's made them for 6 years. Their position is that I don't belong here. And they've said as much. And that last photo, I'm going to go to that because I think that points out the crux of what we're here for. That's a Hispanic family diagonally across the street building a house. Now she has a problem with them. I'm over there visiting that family, not behind her car. That's a whole house they're building over there. And the guy's name is Noah Valdez. I know him. He's a contractor. In fact, he's going to do some work on my house. I'm not nowhere near her car, Judge. I don't stalk this woman. I don't want to be disrespectful here in the court. And I don't want to get into some kind of name calling thing here. But the point I'll make, Judge, is I don't want nothing to do with these people in that manner. Okay. I moved down here. I didn't come down here to fight nobody. Now I reject and deny all those accusations she's made. And getting back to the statement I made about March 3rd, when I went to magistrate's court, request a hearing. We have a hearing coming on April 9th. Well, I'm seeking a peace bond. They have her to stop making all these false complaints. The police department, the fire department, every residential building inspector. I even know a Marine police officer from the water patrol. I don't know what that's got to do with this. But I'm just saying, Judge, this is a pattern of harassment with a hope to intimidate me to move off my property. And I specifically told him, I'm not going anywhere. I don't bother anyone, Judge. It's not my intent to bother. I have no problem with those people. It's right to work those
Have there been any police reports made from any of them?
Yes, I made a police report against her pushing over a column in the back of my property on or about November. Hold on, Judge. November 26, 2024. But the officer, the police department number is CC24.
No, I don't need the number. I'm not going to look it up. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Beg your pardon, ma'am?
Anything else you'd like to tell me about these incidents, these allegations?
Is it all right that I hope they both lose?
Only that their intent and hope, Judge, is that movement. I'm not going nowhere. That's all I have to say. I don't bother nobody, don't want to bother nobody. The Atkins lived there, they was living there before I got here. Okay? And that's just the way it is. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions, Ms. Patterson?
Mr. Atkins, Mr. Taylor, you heard both Ms. Atkins and Mr. Atkins testify to this court that
Listen
you
to her.
stand at
She's
the property
good.
line and call Ms. Atkins names. Did you not?
Yeah. Ms. Atkins and Mr. Atkins petitioners here.
Answer the question. It's a yes or no, and then if you need to explain on
We've had conversations in the past, yes.
And you just testified that you have a law office in Wisconsin. Is that right?
I do not. I closed it down. I do not.
Okay. You were actually disbarred, were you not?
That is not true.
And
I'm a member in good standing of the Wisconsin Bar Association. It's 1979, counselor.
And in fact, later today, you have to be in court up there for some pending criminal charges for assault and battery on another person. Isn't that correct? A woman.
That is not correct. I do not have to be in the court today. I have two lawyers representing me on a similar false claim in Wisconsin.
Similar
Okay, so the
claim.
lawyers are going to be in court for you today.
That's exactly right, ma'am.
And you had complaints by other neighbors as well. Your neighbor on the other side, correct?
I have no knowledge. I have no knowledge of any complaints by other neighbor on the other side, counselor.
All right, that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else, sir?
That's it for me, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on here with the parties, but I've heard enough, Mr. Taylor, to warrant given the stalking petition. I need to warn you, though, sir, that if you violate this, one or two things can happen. You could be brought back by the court, before the court, and held in contempt, or you could be charged with aggravated stalking. Well, if you're brought back before the court and held in contempt, you could be jailed up to 20 days, fined up to $1,000. If you were charged with aggravated stalking, you could be imprisoned up to 10 years if convicted. The order is going to require that you have no direct contact with the parties, that you not make any comments to them whatsoever, that you, if your lights are in fact pointing directly to their windows, you need to turn them down, or the lighting so that it's not on her bedroom window or any windows going directly into their house. And I'm going to have to write this out on the order. You're to stay at least, how close is your property, your house, Ms. Atkins, to his house? Like, if I say 500 yards, is he able to get into his car? Or?
No, ma'am. And that's why I didn't call, because common sense, he lives there. I would say 50 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to say, while at the home, you're to stay at least 50 yards away. If you see her outside, you stay at least 500 yards away. So if you're not on your property, you should be at least 500 yards away.
And if I can I say one thing, please?
What is it, sir?
Your Honor, with respect to the distances you're claiming, first of all, I did not object to the court granting these orders.
I understand. I know you were not in favor of it, and that's fine.
No. I'm not. I'm in favor.
Oh, you're not objecting. Okay.
But I just want to say about the contact. The houses, I live right next door to these people, the petitioner. I have to walk. I don't bother.
I just said 50 yards. So here's the thing, sir. Let me finish.
Okay.
So if she's outside and she's near the property line, ma'am, and you need to do whatever you need to do there quickly, and then, sir, you avoid being within 50 yards of her while she's there. You said it's 2 acres, so you can do something else on the other side.
I agree, Judge. I agree.
That's fine. That's all I'm saying. All right. And no contact, indirect or through third parties. This order will remain in effect until March 22nd, 2026. Best wishes to you both. I'll get this order out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you very much, Judge.
Right, take care. All right.
May I be excused? Thank you. Your
Yes,
Honor.
you may be excused. Thank you.
Okay, that was just cannon fodder for the real stalking case. This is what stalking cases really are like, guys.
You both. Okay, let me have the parties in Jordan versus King. Raise their right hands, please. All right, Madam Clerk.
Do each of you solemnly swear that the evidence you shall give the court in the issue pending shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Jordan, state your name, please. Ms. Jordan, can you hear me? You're muted.
Tanya L. Jordan.
How do you know Deja King or Deja King?
We work together at Savannah Hilton Head Airport.
Tell me why you're seeking a stalking TPO against her today.
I feel like because it's indirect through the coworkers or her friends, constantly coming up to me, saying things from her, like, oh, you don't like her. I said, I don't even know her. We've never interacted together. I don't know what the problem is. She's constantly crying around the airport, like I've done something to her. Management has told me to keep my distance because she's sensitive. The underlying issue, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. And this has been ongoing since last year.
What has she done in particular? Because you don't have any coworkers here, I assume. Do you have witnesses here to tell me that people are saying things to you because of her?
No, I didn't know I needed to bring any.
Okay, so what has she done in particular? Because I'm going to have difficulty if you're telling me that other people...
Well, Sunday on the 16th, she bumped into me on the checkpoint.
The 16th of what?
This month.
March 16th? What do you mean she bumped into you?
I was going to my post and we crossed paths and she bumped into me and I came to a complete stop and I looked back at her because I'm thinking, usually if you bump into somebody, you say, excuse me. She didn't say that. She said, and what? And I looked at the person that was standing there, which happened to be a lead. I said, I want to speak to a supervisor and I want to write a statement. She went and got a supervisor. I explained what happened. At this point, she's at the podium and the supervisor said, what happened? I said, she hit me. She was like, I didn't hit you. If I hit you, you would know it. I said, so you're directly threatening me in front of a supervisor.
Okay. And did anything else happen?
No, they told me to.
No,
the manager.
No, ma'am. Involving you and her. Any other direct interaction between you?
No, nothing.
Okay, so basically the direct action or interaction between you and her involves this one incident on March 16th where she bumped into you and said,
that is correct.
Okay. Any other Uh, anything else you wish to tell me about your interactions with her? Is that it?
No, there's nothing to tell.
Okay. Did you two have some type of falling out? How long?
There is no interaction between us. No friends, no hanging out. It's nothing.
How long have you worked together?
I would say a year.
Okay. All right. Ms. King, anything you wish to tell me?
Oh, yes, she does.
Your Honor, this is it's ridiculous that somebody would get up here and lie like this. Like she said, we have no interaction between each other. We have I don't know where she lives. I don't know what she drives. To be blunt, Your Honor, I don't care anything about her. So for her to come up to the court and blatantly lie on me, it's ridiculous. Like, if I bumped into her, hit on her, spit on her, whatever I did, we're federal employees. Don't you think I would be suspended, fired, reprimanded in any way? I did nothing.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on. So there was no incident on March 16th between the two of you?
No. We walked past each other and she said I physically assaulted her. That's it.
Okay. Are you both still working there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. And so you agreed, worked with her for a year?
It's been 2 years, about 2 years.
Okay. Any other issues between the two of you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Miss Jordan, I'm having a hard time finding stalking of harassing behavior, which is what I have to find here. I'm just not hearing that based on this incident. I imagine that.
What? Judge, didn't you hear what she said? She's a stalker.
The airport's big enough that you two can stay away. Do you both work in the same area each day?
Yes.
Okay, well, it sounds like you two just need to stay away from each other, but I'm not hearing enough to grant a stalking petition, so I'm going to dismiss the petition.
That's fine.
Yes. Just stay away from each other.
Travesty of justice.
Okay? And take it up with your supervisor if something else happened, but it doesn't rise to the level of a stalking petition. So thank you. You all take care.
Thank you.
Just imagine, though, if the judge would have been like, yeah, okay, bet. Stalker. Felony. I need you to report to jail today. She has another case. This judge, it's a full trial. And I only got half of it. It's not over yet. It's still going. But the lawyer is so bad. I've never seen a lawyer this bad. And I want to show it to you guys, but I don't know if I can, because the lawyer is so bad. You would have to sit there through 3 hours of him asking the exact same question over and over and over again. And I don't mean like the OJ trial. I mean the exact same question. I might play little clips. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have. But I know, sensitive. It's a long trial. I know you like those. I like those too. I watched it. The wife gets on the stand tomorrow and her attorney's like, yeah, she's only going to be on there for like 40 minutes and I'll be done. The husband is still on the stand right now. Still there. He's probably still there in the courthouse. All right, time for Fleischer. We don't do enough Fleischer anymore.
2025, officers were dispatched to an assault with injuries located at 4000 Hollister in Harris County, Texas. The officers were unable to speak with the complainant because his injuries caused him to be unconscious. Officers reviewed surveillance, which showed that the defendant pushed down the complainant with both of his hands, causing the complainant to hit his head first on the concrete. It also showed the complainant to be unconscious. The defendant was identified through a witness who called him out on the scene and identified him. And the defendant matched the person in the surveillance footage.
Where was this? Is it at a bar? You're drinking? What?
It doesn't state, it just gives an address.
I believe it was at an apartment complex where he resides. My understanding. I guess we'll see what the surveillance shows.
Mr. Perez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my city at all costs. This is now your second assault within the last year and a half to 2 years. If I find that you so much as put hands on any single person, I'm going to lock you up. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you. Do you understand?
Usted lo entiende.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to wrangle you. If I find that you're using likewise, I will put you in jail.
Block parties always go sideways.
You're ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons, or not to go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. For now, I will have you go to Ramona, to Victoria to sign a reset. After that, I'll get you with Felicia for your bond conditions. Be careful. You are skirting extremely thin ice. Do you understand? If that ice cracks, your butt's gonna freeze. Come on.
This way.
Roman, just mother,
Come on.
I have three others. Cruz, Jose Cruz.
Okay.
We submitted the PT application mitigation and the TRAS. We're just waiting on, it was approved. We're waiting on the contract.
Okay, so let's set it 2 weeks for you to get everything done.
Okay. Can I waive my client's appearance?
Yeah, if he doesn't have everything done though, then he's gotta be here because it's an old case.
Okay, he's here today.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll waive it as long as he's, got everything done. They're ready to file the supervision order and,
Perfect.
okay,
Next one is Guevara, Guevara, Jose.
okay.
We're waiting on approval. We submitted the PT application and mitigation on Friday. This is the one that we had talked like a week ago, that we just found out he needed it, so we submitted everything. We're waiting on approval.
Okay, I guess let's do it again. We'll give it another week.
2 weeks?
No, 1 week.
1 week.
It's 250 days.
Okay, and then, the last
Same
one,
thing, it'll be waived if it's not approved or denied for the next one, then I'll send an email myself because it's, yeah. Okay.
my last one is Diego Gonzalez. Again, same situation. Last time we were here, Judge, I was emailing back and forth with Ashley. Initially, she had said he's denied because he
Right, the
didn't
no
have
insurance
insurance, and I
kit,
said, no, he does have insurance. And Geico's been trying to get a hold of the CW, and even the DA are having a hard time getting a hold of the CW. So I'm waiting to hear from her.
I did give her, and you gave it in.
I emailed her both. Yes, I emailed her the letter from Geico and insurance.
Let's give it a week also to see if she approves or denies.
Okay. Great, that's all I got. Thank you, Judge. Maybe excused? Thanks.
This is an off-docket matter. It's just really quick that I want to bring to your attention. Jonathan Lopez, you scheduled him for a TRAS. He refused to do the TRAS. We're due back in court on Monday. I'm not sure if you wanted to put him on docket sooner to address it. Cause number is, second, 255-5478.
This is the one you're on the BPO with fund comparison, right?
Okay, no, just.
We're okay for Monday? Okay, I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you. May I have the excuse?
See, I knew it. I'm clairvoyant. I said Ramona. I'm kidding. Ramona, was that it for arraignments, or do we have more? Do you know?
Judge, I'm not sure. The last.
Last one was tres.
Feels good. Two cases, one from.
Hi, Carla.
Yeah, you saw it on, yeah. So when you walk out, yeah. Exactly, that's what I was saying.
This email today that's not valid.
I mean, how much is he owe? It's a theft by check.
$141 in the, oh, wait, no. So one check was written for $1,377.63, and then one was written for $141.13.
HEB?
The tax assessors, Harris County tax assessor.
Okay. I'll give you a lawyer today. That way you don't have to just start wasting a bunch of money. Do you mind appointing a lawyer?
Yes.
So just hang tight. I'll give you a lawyer here momentarily. Okay?
I'll get on
Please.
this time, but
Yeah.
right this way.
Did you put an offer on the case?
There is no offer on the case
Do
yet.
you mind?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, go ahead and sign for yourself, please. It's just blank until I speak with an attorney who has signed. All right, go ahead and have a seat in the jury box coming.
I hear Victoria.
All right, Judge, next is page 7 and 8. Fraser, come on up. Trayvon.
Marcos is just here. He has a BVR.
Page 25, Wilson, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria. We'll give you more time.
Somebody.
Mr. Wilson, do you have the
Somebody
ability to
hired a
hire?
lawyer?
Yeah, but my whole thing was, I was like,
Hey, dude, I'm not here to talk about the case.
yeah,
I'm just your lawyer. That's all we're talking about.
yes, sir.
Okay, you got it.
Even the judge doesn't understand it. That somebody hired a lawyer? What? I like the beard. I don't like when Victoria says, Judge, that's all for now. Yep, that's what happens when she says that. We get chair watch. Oh, sheesh. Oh, guys. All right, we got someone.
And I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you that.
Well, no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log with, all right, give it to the court. of all the times he had gone. He'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres. And Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up.
Oh, that's right.
So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I'll be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no, for enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes, to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It can be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get this.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on, but stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm gonna roll your report call so you won't know anything, all right? Okay, Judge, good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.
Okay, Shane. Ms. Gillis,
Yes.
good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Mr. Kim.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, cause a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual. But
what other criminal history does she have?
She does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really. She was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an
H2B.
something about H visa. And her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about, I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That is insane.
Yeah, I know,
But
it sucks.
like
It-
6
and that can
days
happen.
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child. Okay, so it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
For the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to.
Not only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me see.
Do you go back and forth? You can tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and I also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah. I work in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth. And I also do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow because I don't think now it's, wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she an international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or if you just think because she's on a flight now. I don't know. That's why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. That always got the trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an active right now, but because she's on a visa in
Oh,
terms of what they
this
decided to
is,
vote.
this is crazy.
So like I said, I'm
Because
willing
then
to,
ICE is gonna put a hold on her.
that's what I mean. It's like, I'm
ICE is
willing.
gonna do it regardless.
ICE has not put
If
a
she,
hold.
no. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not gonna put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet when with
Okay,
Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
we'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
sure.
go there.
Hey, Ashley, of course.
How are you, Judge? Good morning.
Good morning.
Still, yes. Judge, I'm here on Jesus Figueroa. It's approaching on a plea. You're on?
Okay, are you ready? Oh, it's a second DWI?
First.
Is it a true first?
It's a true first.
Okay, I'm okay with it. Come on.
It was a 1.5, but it was
That's why I was true. Got it. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Figueroa. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like the state is going to reduce that, take off the enhancement. So now you're facing only 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your
Overcharging?
record as of today. It's
I don't
going to be
see
there for the
that.
rest of your life.
Nope.
What we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. You understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 3 days in jail, granted you credit for 2. I'm now going to suspend your license. I have to. I'm going to suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. From now on, you get pulled over. An officer's going to see this. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, dope, anything, you're going to go down. So don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
And we filed a DPS waiver search.
I'm going to waive your fines and fees that would normally be $4,500. That's what you would normally owe with a case like this. You pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue. All right, good luck.
You can.
Thanks.
Judge, I have another case. Last name is Said, S-A-I-D. I'm here, Attorney Russell Newman is in trial. He wanted me to take care of this case, but he's not present. He's not here today, Judge.
I'm going to end up revoking it then. He was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you know Saeed? Did he show up?
We got notification that he did not.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it.
Something his father has been in touch with me.
No, he's supposed to be here. This is the second time we've done this. The case,
It's old, yeah.
no, it's 250 days old.
Okay.
He knew it because I admonished him
Right. I
ad
don't know.
nauseam last time. So,
We'll see what we can do with it, Judge.
thanks. Thank you. All right. 5,002 on both. Say it again? CC. Yeah. Brent. Hey, bud. What's new? It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Dave Gardino, you're on.
Unio.
Yes.
Oh, is this the one
From last week,
Did you
yeah.
get it done?
We did. I just heard we got denied for PTI. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it was a good mitigation packet.
Just due to the accident.
It
and
does
the
hurt
details
to
of
not
the
feed.
Driving fast, he was denied.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to set it for trial. Well, actually, I'd like to have a compliance hearing. There's some discovery that is missing. The state brought it to my attention. I'll let the state.
It's so there was multiple agencies on the scene. It appears that we only received discovery from one of the agencies and the other agency did not submit discovery to us. I have watched the footage and I've been able to identify the other officers on scene and I've been in contact with them. I just haven't received the discovery yet.
How long do you think, have you spoken to them or not?
Yes, I've spoken to the,
What did they say? Do they have it?
they would need to look. I think there might be an additional offense report out there and I think there might be an additional body worn camera.
When you can literally feel a sentence.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll set it for a compliance hearing on Friday. Subpoena the well,
I mean, you're judging, if we don't have this by then,
yeah, because the case is like,
case, right?
you know,
This has been an issue I've seen with this particular agency.
what agency is it?
It's a,
What the flip?
I've seen it where their system goes by offense report number, but sometimes they may have a different offense report number. So then when the body worn camera comes back, it tracks to a different number. There's a way that HPD can pull it up by their own name and badge number, but we don't have access to that. We just pull it up by the offense report number. I've seen that in felony. It's bit me in the behind before when I was at trial where, you just don't know that the body came from.
Okay. I guess Friday. Blaze, what do you think?
It's been
261 days.
I think if we are telling the officer, like, you need to have it by then, I'm hoping that lights a fire.
Okay, Friday.
I have a scheduling issue for Friday, Judge. I'll
Zoom in.
I can zoom in. Well, what if he's gonna do a plea? Well, I guess it's, we'll see if it comes.
See if it comes.
Yeah, I think they may dump it.
It's.
Okay. Can I waive my client's appearance though? Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Back.
Yes, sir.
Aiken.
See for
Of all else, the conditions, just.
Sandra Gutierrez.
Come up, Ms. Gutierrez. Either you have a problem or you just don't care about court orders. It's one or the other. If you have a problem, I'm going to address it for you. And I promise you, you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I'm now going to put an ankle monitor on you. And if I ever find that you test positive again for anything, and I don't give a rat's behind what it is, you will stay with me. And if it becomes an extreme case, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it for 2 years, and put you in a lockdown rehab facility. Do you understand? If that's what it's going to take. I'm amending the conditions now to put a scram on her ankle. I hope, above all else in this short life, you are not driving. Because if it comes to my attention that you are in violation of this affidavit, it's really not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes.
Okay? All right?
Now, Your Honor, we do have an offer. And we wanted to run it by you to see if it was something that you'd take. It is a jail offer.
So, Your Honor, it was, and this was I didn't see it, but yes, it was a minimum of 30. I think we just didn't realize she had 10 days credit, so it wouldn't be a time certain.
How does she have 10 days credit?
I didn't run her, so that's what.
That's what she did let me know. She has about 10 days credit. So we can verify.
254, 5,000. 5. I don't know.
It's just.
Sandra Gutierrez,
Hmm?
she has 1 day.
She has 1 day credit.
1 day. Where'd you get 10
One
days from?
day,
That's
well,
okay.
I was in jail so I was on probation before when I caught this new charge. I was actually did a 5-year probation and I was supposed to sign my papers that day that I was, I guess, exited out of jail, the day that I left jail. And,
Look,
it was like a week before, so yeah,
please,
I'm not sure.
just, you guys talk it over. I don't want you to say something that really hurts your case, you know. So it's probably better that you just talk with each other and figure out what you guys, we only have 1 day credit here. That's all we have. If you want to, I'm happy to do it.
That's good, Judge.
If you guys want to do it.
The 1 day, Judge?
Right, well, she has 1 day credit. I'm not going to give her more than she's entitled to,
I understand.
you know? I can only give you what you're entitled to,
Yes,
right?
Judge.
What you have here. So if you want to do that, you have my blessing. It's up to you guys. You let
Sounds
me
good,
know.
Judge.
But as of today, if she leaves here, she gets an ankle monitor. Plus, and then if you test positive again, it's not going to go well for you. Okay?
Sounds good. Judge,
You let me know. Yes, ma'am.
does she have to go back in here, Judge?
No, but she's got to meet with pre-charge.
Yes.
Ms. Gutierrez, go ahead and sign the form and I'll figure out a copy. I figured that
Hi.
worked.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I was here on Friday on 2 cases, which is Manuel Cooch, COC, and then CUZ.
Yes.
And he's in custody, Judge, but right now he's in the 177.
Okay, we'll roll with tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then another defendant is Neil White, and he was in custody and being processed on Friday, but it appears he made bond over the weekend, and he's not here, Judge. And he's got a bond violation, Mr. White bond violation report, and the state has filed a motion to revoke and raise. He didn't check in, Judge.
PR bonds on all these cases.
Neil? Oh.
Make sure White is in custody, right?
No.
No, I don't.
It's not said he's in custody.
At you going? You got Neil White? I'm showing bond made.
Usually can hear on for a terrorist.
What?
Yes,
And, I don't see anything for the AFM. You made a surety bond on the AFM. Yeah, the AFM separate by us, so you made sure you,
I mean, he's supposed to be here for these cases today. I mean, I guess maybe they get him as a 7-day setting. I don't know.
he said here. And then you made another shirt.
White.
They just had to get the yeah, I just.
So what's probably going to happen is he got a 7-day setting.
He's still hooked?
He got, when they bond out, they get 7-day settings normally. Okay. I'm assuming that they probably gave him 7-day settings on everything. What I'd like to do is put him on for Friday. So if you have a good number, please reach out to him and let him know that we're going to put him on docket for Friday.
will, Judge.
He has to be here. Okay.
And the other gentleman carried till tomorrow. Thank you, Judge.
Hi. Good morning.
Hey,
I am approaching on an off docket matter.
Okay.
This is for
Cause number is 2535421.
Ms. Treadwell.
Ms. Treadwell.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So we are close to getting a agreement. However, I wanted to revisit, Your Honor, on this. Well,
No, I know what you're gonna do.
No, Your Honor. It's more so of, we're not trying to get out of inpatient. That's not what she's trying to do. Okay, she's been working with the WHO Santa Maria for the past 2 months now, and they've been sending me all letters and everything. I just had not had a chance to send it to state. They offer the type of facility that she can bring her children, and that is much more so what we would want to do.
I don't know. Did they recommend Hue?
They did.
I'm okay with Hue.
So,
From my understanding, Santa Maria is for small children, pregnant, and she's pregnant or.
no, but she has a small 3-year-old, and she's 3 years old. And she's 3 years old, autistic. You know, she is.
I'm okay with Hue Santa Maria.
Okay, you're okay with who Santa Maria? Okay, there we go. That's what we did. Okay, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I didn't want to know so fast.
No. I want to make sure that it doesn't, if they're okay with the Santa Maria, I'm okay with it too.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Hi. Yes.
Judge, I have Dennis Fisher, and this one's getting old, but he's sent me a bunch of character letters that I need to compile into a packet. And so can I get 2 weeks on that? I'm hoping they'll approve him for PTI. They had previously offered him time served.
369.
I know, Judge. Could we get 2 weeks and then we'll just either see if they'll approve him for PTI or set it for trial, plea or trial?
Have everything?
Judge, he sent me the letters he sent them yesterday, so I have to compile them into a packet.
I'll give you a week.
Okay, 1 week.
360.
Then I'll compile them in a packet today and just send them so we can at least get a response on that.
Please.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
All right.
Fam, on which one? Ms. Gutierrez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's a second, am I right?
Yes, Judge.
What happens the next time? If you ever pick up another DWI, what's going to happen?
It'll be a felony.
2 to 10 in the penitentiary.
Don't worry, CJ. I drank enough for both of us.
Any prior pen trips?
Yes, Judge.
How many?
Just one.
You could be potentially a 15 to life case next time you pick up a DWI. 15 to life, minimum. With your record, just mere smell will be enough. So if I were you, if you want to get lit, wonderful. Just don't get into a car. Find another way. Take an Uber. 30 to 50 bucks will get you wherever you want to go in this city. Don't matter where you want to go. Anywhere. Do you understand? It's not hard. One button. All you need to do is literally push one car waiting for you, wherever you want to. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Now, is it being reduced to a first?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. There is a surcharge that you will be required to pay in this case. You will be required to pay a $3,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? It's a second. I'm not waiving it. And it's being reduced to a first. You were lucky because a second, it's a $6,000 surcharge that if you don't pay 1 day,
Yes.
No drugs, no alcohol, a guardian interlock. But since you don't have the ability to drive, you must get a portable device. 25 hours of community service. Do you have any children? Okay, get rid of the community service. I'd rather do a parenting class.
Get rid of the children. Keep the
$100
class.
one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. If you need extra time to pay, we will give it to you. All you have to do is ask. I'm telling you now, there's 3 possible things that could make this thing really go sideways. The first is if you drink. If you consume, a warrant will be issued. They will file a motion to revoke your probation. We will have a hearing here. If they prove it to me that you're consuming, it's very well possible that we put you into inpatient treatment. The other thing the worst possible thing you could do is drive. If you drive without a Texas driver license and liability insurance, likewise, they will issue a motion to revoke. The other thing is take off. If you abscond and you take off, it's an instant warrant. If you ever have an issue, you can come talk to us. We can work it out. There's never nothing that can be solved. Everything can be solved in this life, one way or the other. Those are the 3 things that are all hangups. Do you understand?
That's right.
So cut the fees. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Was there an accident in this case?
Thank you.
No? Okay. All right, ma'am. Best of luck to you. We'll have you meet with Shori.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse. Thank you, Judge. Good to see you again.
But you get to look at the affidavit.
I don't have it. I ain't got it.
Trey, do you have the financial affidavit?
Yes. Got it right here, Judge. For trade on bridge.
Yeah.
What you going?
Hey, what are you waiting? What else were you waiting on? 'Cause I got a jet. I have a meeting.
And.
Say it again? So who's the first one?
Michael Fan.
What case?
Oh, page, he has 2 cases, page 14, 15, and 16.
Have you gotten a response on Lemus? Michael Pham. Are your ears burning?
Yeah. Well, hey.
Linus.
What we do. Yeah.
Alex, you're so quiet over there.
Yeah, not my blood card anymore.
So no more.
Until I find a new supervising attorney, so. I can't, it's,
His
you have me 3 years.
supervisor,
Oh.
like, official
Yeah,
supervisor.
I'll be 2 in October, so.
You wouldn't know it.
I, yeah, thank y'all. Thank you.
Wouldn't know.
Yes.
Carl's gonna zoom in.
But that's all there is.
I think it said like 5 minutes. Carl's gonna zoom on someone's face. They said give them 5 minutes.
Hey, Michael, do you have a plea?
Yes, Sean.
Okay.
Time served. Oh, I haven't been filed yet.
No.
They, I forget a lot. Insurance paid about K, but they have still been doing let me talk to the judge. They're not gonna put-
What happened?
We're trying to get a plea worked out with restitution.
Oh, this is what you were asking?
Yes.
It's just, yeah,
Michael?
Mr. Anthony Lopez,
Yeah,
it seems like he needs to pay out of pocket 1,500.
okay.
So could we get 30 days, Your Honor?
What's time served?
Yes.
How much do you want?
30 days.
Well, I'm not gonna do 30 days. This case is 210 days old. I mean, this should have done a long time ago. I'll give him a couple weeks. But Michael, that's right. So here's the deal. We don't, got to understand that the business that we're in, we don't trust people, right?
Understand.
We got to have the stuff up front because we've been burned plenty of times. So if that's the route that you want to do, take the time served, you have to pay restitution first. Can you generate the bill if you don't mind?
Yes,
That way
it's
we
already generated.
can give you the bill to you. I will give you 2 weeks. The case is 210 days old, so I'm not giving you much time. I'll give you 2 weeks. If you've got it paid, great. If you don't, we can do a probation and then you can pay it as while you're going on the probation. So don't stress. If you don't have it, then, don't do anything you shouldn't do, right?
Yes, sir.
At the worst is the worst, we can always do it through a probation. Okay? You got 2 weeks.
I can get it done.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then I have Mr. Louis Lemus, Your Honor. We submitted a mitigation packet. Ashley's waiting to see if he has proof for college before she makes a decision. Could I get a week or so?
I mean, all he has to do is get proof of college, right?
Yeah.
Literally,
I
that's
don't-
something that you can just pull up on your phone and email. I'll give you till Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
If it's not turned in Monday, I'm not doing any more research.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
So Monday, the 31st.
Michael. Michael. What did you send me? The St. Paul sandwich. In many Chinese American restaurants in St. Louis, not in Pennsylvania, that's for sure. The sandwich consists of an egg foo young patty made with mung bean sprouts and minced white onions, served with a dill pickle slice, white onions, and mayonnaise. No! I will not. No one could make me. I pretty much eat anything at all, anything. I'm not eating that. No. In a billion years. Who has ever eaten a St. Paul sandwich before? Besides Michael. UFO Fest? Is that real? Is that a thing? It's not toasted, is it? It's just squished together.
Hey, there is a motion to revoke. Do you mind signing it from the floor?
All right, Michael, I'm never going to eat at your house. If you say, hey, you want to come over for dinner? No, dog.
If you look on the TV, this is the lawyer that's been appointed to represent you, Mr. Pruitt. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my community, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I'm not asking much. All I want you to do is be a productive citizen. Do as much as you can to help out everyone and be nice. Do you understand? Okay. So, Deputy, do you mind getting his cell phone number? Do you have a pen? I need you to write down your cell phone so I can give it to Mr. Pruitt, and then I'll have him reach out to you here momentarily.
Judge House, May 6th through the 8th.
May 6th to the 8th, Carl.
Um,
Thanks, Deputy.
May the 8th is good.
While you have this lawyer, Mr. Frazier, I will waive your appearance. Is that a 3-2 at the end or is 3-3? 3-2?
3-2 for the 5:32.
Well,
Don't check to see if you can speak yet, Kelly. You can't speak yet. That doesn't mean you won't next week or the week after. Don't check yet. Don't keep checking. Just don't talk.
he's your lawyer. I'm going to waive your appearance. So you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you got to stay in touch with him. You understand?
Sure.
Okay. I've texted you to the cell phone. We'll have you sign your reset and then you're good to go. Okay. Good luck, Mr. Frazier.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, man.
Are you texting it to me or are you putting it in the?
I chatted it to you.
Oh, chatted it. Okay. Good
Yeah.
enough.
So take care. Look at the chat. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Are we doing a two?
3-2.
Are we doing a plea?
Yes, Judge, but just want to make sure we do waive the DPS fine for Mr. Garza.
Is it a first or is it a second?
First, Judge?
Yeah. But let's get this done because I need to take off.
Yes, Judge. Sorry about that. I was in film.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Mr. Garza, come up with this one?
Sims, can you get the waiver?
Yes, I'll do that right now.
We need you to sign.
You're gonna have to sign it.
So this is your next court plea.
I always forget that.
You do not have to, I just call them. Okay, that's it, you're free now.
At least it wasn't in your eyeball. So there's that. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Here we go. I don't know if I can. Am I going to be able to show the answer? Is it appropriate?
To abide by the bond condition.
Sorry.
You now have 2 warrants for your arrest for failure to abide by the bond conditions for continually picking up cases. So we're taking you into custody now. You have the 2 warrants. So he goes with you. What up, Mr. Garza? Mr. Garza, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day
Don't
that you have done.
sneeze.
You need to understand that this charge, it's going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. You ever get pulled over again, an officer is going to see this. If they smell anything funky, if they smell alcohol, if they smell marijuana, it's not going to go well for you. It's probably not going to go well for you. Don't give them the ammunition. Don't really. All you have to do is one button on your phone. A car will take you wherever you want to go, $40. You understand?
Understood.
Right. It's not hard. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, and give up the right to appeal, like I said. So that's why it stays on your record. Is this what you want to do?
Gonna have to plead.
I don't think you're supposed to be coughing right now. You're going to have to get a hard candy.
Yeah, plead guilty.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor, it's best.
Your other option is trial.
This is the only best option right now. In trial, I would need better representation, and you being a defense attorney, you know how this is gonna go, and it's not gonna work out. And I'm not in a financial step. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm not in a financial standpoint for trial, so.
Our lawyer if you want, but
Yeah.
you would understand. I'm not going to take this plea if you don't think you're guilty. You know, we don't play games here, right? You need to understand that he's got a lot of stuff going on in his life too. He's got hundreds of cases, right? So the evidence is out there. it is what it is. Have you been able to see the evidence?
I have, and it's not good, but it's not bad
Don't
either.
talk about the facts of the case.
I'm just saying, if you've seen what's out there, I don't know. I have not seen it, but juries aren't dumb.
Yeah.
They know what drunk people look like. They know what intoxicated people. Drunk doesn't have to be falling down stupid where you pissed all over yourself. And no, it doesn't have to be like that.
It
You
is if you
understand?
do it right.
Because this is a lifetime decision that you make today. Once you do this, there's no turning back. So you need to be fully aware, because like I said, there's no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up here. So if you want to do it, we can. If you don't, we can set you for trial. Did you apply for PTI or no?
Judge, we talked a lot about PTI and it was an income issue. He just doesn't think he can afford PTI, but we've had many conversations about it.
That's something you're going to pay for it one way or the other. You know, DPS is going to start charging you for this thing, right? Your insurance is going to skyrocket. Insurance now is crazy as it is. So you're going to pay for it one way or the other. The option for PTI is if you're granted entry into it and you complete it, the case gets dismissed.
Not a financial standpoint, even like I've been over my financials, and I don't want to be in a bigger hole than what I'm already in.
Don't want a trial?
I'm waiving the right to a trial.
Okay. All right. How do you plead to the case? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll find you guilty. I'm going to send you to the agreement. The only thing, just don't pick up another one. If you think that this was bad, wait till you get a second DWI. Wait till you get it only gets worse. Now, he's asking me to waive the fee for you, which is a $3,500 fee. I'm going to do it now, but you pick up a second DWI, it's a $6,000 fee, not to mention the minimum of 30 days in jail. So get a clue. It's not hard. You understand? All right. Best of luck, man.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just be safe. It's not hard. All right. Done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Money. What's your last name, sir? Hughes?
Oh my God, it's Raven.
Say it again?
Two motions, sir.
I don't see Hughes. Do you see Hughes on the docket?
It's two motions are still property, Judge.
Oh, I've not even been given.
And the lawyer, I'd say we just let the lawyer approach it and talk about it.
I didn't even see that one's been filed.
Judge, I think it was brought in.
We might be done, guys. It's over. He's off the air. We made it to the end in record time. Thank you so much for coming out with me today. It's going to pop you right over to OJ. And if you don't stay for OJ, that's fine. I will see you soon. I will not be streaming tomorrow because I have to work a double today. I won't even be able to record anything. So, I will see you Thursday. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.
Got these life echoes, digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom, eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor like a twisted charm. In a way, there's no